Sakura killed herself, and everybody was sad. But not before two people tried to kill her. Let's not forget that.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes, and Alter Ego got smashed. And not the good kind of getting smashed.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Jesus. Spoilers, dude. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. No denial from Byakuya. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. I bet Yasuhiro has had his fair share of mushrooms.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Jeez. How low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. This chapter's off to a start. Hey, there's a 16th student. Hey, there's gonna be another tragedy in 3 days. Hey, it's the worst thing that's happened so far. I actually don't remember what happens next. We've reached the part of the game where I don't remember it so well. It'll come back to me, but at the moment, I'm... This almost might as well be a first playthrough right now. Maybe Makoto was actually the ultimate clairvoyant? Well, here's the thing I would like to point out. Yasuhiro made a prediction that there would be no more murders amongst us. And so far, he hasn't been wrong. Where am I going? Here we go. That's a little detail I didn't pick up on the first time I played through, but I picked up on this time. He made that prediction, and so far it's come true. Yes, Sakura died, but she killed herself. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to us, and it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Here we got Monokuma being stepped on. That's nice. And here we have Yosuke from Persona 4 running from Monokuma. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Falco, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad, I guess she gave up. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. A lot of classrooms on this floor. This one's nice. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled... it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying... it's the smell of death? Their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced this smell before. More than once. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey, come on now.
What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me! If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty-bitty, easy-squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs in those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait.
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Yeah, something fucked happened in this room. This is the opening scene from Dead Man Wonderland. I don't think... Oh, we have to actually look around in here. Okay. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. This is all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with someone like that. This blood looks like blood, compared to the game's usual neon pink. There are white chalk outlines all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. Sky, have you ever seen... have you ever seen the show Parasite? Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard, or is he just flat out ignoring me? I'm gonna have to show you the show Parasite sometime. I liked it enough to buy it on Blu-ray, so... It's not something I usually do. Hey, we are quite literally going in raw. Ho-ho! Never mind. It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. I know, man. The sign in the hall says Biolab. A biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kinda sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. They're just filming, you know, WWE in there. Yo, check this place out. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Yukiro, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Sky, just wait until I get around to making the wrestling show that I plan to make with some of my friends. I just let that leak just now. That's something that's cooking in the background at the moment. Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. I will be playing a character during the wrestling show, which it will come out at an undisclosed time because it's in pre-production at the moment. The wrestling show, I'll be playing a character called the Pillsbury Punching Bag, and I'll have a chef's hat on. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. The wooden lockers and keys remind me of super old-school public bathhouses. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. I love that there's a whole ass indoor archery range here with complete with cherry blossoms. That's awesome. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here and it's in full bloom.
Hey,
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider elegant?
indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? It's funny that we would find a dojo, almost, with sakura blossoms. Holy shit, it's the giant plant that I had to fight in Koldeka.
Yo.
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Uh-huh. Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface, beneath their calm exterior. They're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
It's nine.
they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action.
Well,
I'm serious. I think he smoked too many plants. Once upon a time. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that? It seems safe. It's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure? Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Are you sure 42 isn't the number that you're thinking of, yes, Yasuhiro? Ugh, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real?
Watch out!
What? That's a Monokuma flower! I came up with the name myself! Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement! Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap! And your flesh is all like, bleh, I'm dead! In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty frickin' amazing if I do say so myself! A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist. Although they don't go here anymore, they died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people, so it's totally good for the environment.
well,
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. That's what we should do. We should propagate plants that can break down plastics and, like, pollution and people, and then let them spread around the planet. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden! The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission! Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to! So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning? Yep, you got it! It's super user-friendly, which sucks! So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway! Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone! What is a water fetish? Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Oh yeah, you know I just love getting waterboarded. So many flower pots, big ones, little ones, any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? I don't know, Yasuhiro might. Huh? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. Need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. That's sunny side up, I guess. Yeah, that's some real positive thinking on Aoi's part.
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school?
Just a second.
Took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
As if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part!
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes.
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be?
If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss, or tyrant, or Resident Evil reference.
But
We're not in a horror game, though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood, no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
well,
I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it is right too. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor. Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Every body's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop. Seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
it can't be.
Perhaps that was what they meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room. That was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. Not just awful, super awfully awful. They're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up?
You know?
Well, there's this big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant? Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
For serious.
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Mario reference. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know? Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on! You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, 'cause you told her to zip it or whatever. I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on! Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, Master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it? Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? Not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just lying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it lying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said yes. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do now. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? 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 Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. Don't support a toxic relationship, Hina. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad.
You know?
Don't ask him about the chicken coop. There are a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5 chickens! I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Yeah, don't eat chicken raw. Eat your beef raw. Don't eat your chicken raw. And I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed. and the words Crazy Diamond had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Yeah, Pink Floyd. Crazy Diamond. Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
It's true.
I don't just think I know, we've definitely seen that phrase before. Guys, it's Pink Floyd. Huh? Where? Ah, that's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond. I gotta look something up real quick. I was hoping I could find an 8-bit version of Shine On, You Crazy Diamond. Shine On You Crazy Diamond, parts 1 through 5 of the song, is 13 minutes and 32 seconds long. And parts 6 through 9 are another 12 minutes and 30 seconds.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo.
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you gonna call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know, maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it, I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well,
And we can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know. Hina, I think you just weren't paying enough attention.
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo.
So now what do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way.
Geez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant. Even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't. What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing.
This is very suspicious.
You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
However,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So, you have no intention of telling us. Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on, a threat like that.
That's fine.
Fine, I understand. Good, you're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because...
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
However,
The worst school where only the worst things happen. Do you really mean that?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her, enjoying getting yelled at.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating. It grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but... But what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, this situation. It's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden?
I mean,
Cause look. It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very...
Now I'm really angry.
Angry at what? At the thief! Yes, that's right! I'm very sad to have to tell you that there's a thief in your midst. What?
Hey,
My precious! They stole it! You're precious.
your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street.
What the heck?
That is a fate worse than death. That Monokuma just wished on us. And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
so,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that?
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
Well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. That's right. Need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyways, Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't get into her room, what's she gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko,
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. I thought Kyoko was coming over here to spend the night.
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it.
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? Surveillance camera! So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you? It just rose to 91 degrees here in Maine. Also, we have a forest fire going on in Greenville at the moment. That's great.
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I couldn't tell it... I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so...
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
However,
The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us,
That's right.
so that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away. Which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room. And, as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt in my mind. To make such a strong statement without proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But, if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind?
Anyway,
This key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so...
I don't know yet, which is why... I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again, while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us. But they didn't catch on it last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
hey,
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much, after all. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He could just kill us all without a second thought.
I see.
In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules, or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
We gain something whether we succeed or not. Now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
if you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens.
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it. And a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it, just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point, you can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
Indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then, I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Hey, Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here! I've got a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later...
Monokuma appears!
Well, this is a surprise! You being the one to call me out!
Hey! Hey!
Hey, by the way! Huh?
Most suspicious.
What were you and Kyoko up to, going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you in the middle of the night! Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet, so wet and warm. I bet you guys... Removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you? Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathroom? Bathhouse? Bullseye! Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all the trouble to get me out here. Now what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella?
Actually,
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female. Actually, there is. Seriously?
my entire
Then what am I?
This is kind of depressing.
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but... Is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me?
Unbelievable.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or Urson breeding tips? This is just crazy. Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you?
What the heck?
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and... blank. Barrett swear from Final Fantasy VII. That's it! What was the second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Phew. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep.
Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
This is what that scene with Monokuma just turned into.
Okay, let's bring out Scott's father, Dr. Evil.
General, we've got a situation here.
What is it, Sergeant?
Hello, Scott. Daddy's back.
How could you do this to me on national television?
We're throwing you a freaking bone here, Scott.
Why'd you run out on me?
Because you're not quite evil enough. But it's true. You're quasi-evil. You're semi-evil. You're the margarine of evil. You're the Diet Coke of evil. Just 1 calorie, not evil enough.
What are you, some kind of freak? Hey, shut up!
Okay, come on.
I'll kick your ass.
Bring it on, you skanky!
All right, come on. No one talks to my son like that. It's okay, Scott. You mother... You're burning your mother's... I'm okay. All right, you're burning your mother's...
I'll kill you, Paul!
There you go. Right. I got your hood. I got your hood. Whoa. Settle down. Okay, settle down. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Come on. It's only a television show. Calm down. All right?
Okay, I'm all right.
Okay. Everything okay? Okay. All right. Get this jerk out of here. I'll give you a piece of He's biting me. He's biting me. He's biting me. Give me that. The world is mine. The world is mine.
That's what speaking in asterisks sounds like. Good words of wisdom you had there today, Monokuma. Uh-huh. I forgot about that cutscene. What a weird... intermission that was. This super stylish, super fashionable game was cancelled during development. But it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well.
Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends, too.
So you want me to believe that there was a game in development about one of the characters from this game before this game came out?
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 p.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
My body feels so heavy this morning. Must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. I do know there's like a Danganronpa like third-person shooter or something called Ultra Despair Girls. Hold on, now I need to look this up. Hello, Neo. Yeah, there's a third-person shooter spin-off game called Ultra Despair Girls, starring Toko Fukawa and Komaru Naegi, which is a character we haven't met yet. It's not even a character I've met, but apparently related to our main protagonist, Makoto. Hold on, I need to see like a trailer for this real quick. I'm sorry. Has anyone here heard of this game other than me, or is it just me? I'll probably check this out at some point. I plan to do the whole series. So this is Makoto's sister or something? Yeah. So there you go. Apparently originally came out on the PS Vita, as opposed to Danganronpa originally coming out on the PSP. So we get to play as Toko, another Naegi, and Genocide Jack.
What?
You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? I'm sorry, I was watching YouTube videos. Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna cut work? Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? The bitrate just died for a second. I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought... I mean, since a day had passed, it had maybe reset. Sorry. Please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says, "Bad girl." I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone. Are we kink shaming?
So,
Could it be?
I just totally blanked on that text. Hold on. Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Ah, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? What do you want now?
Hey! Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is?
Ooh.
Well, it's hard to say. You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here. To try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is, and they name some kind of indie bullcrap?
This is very suspicious.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, it looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
Hey! Hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea.
What the heck?
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
We're serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Sayonara, suckers! As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? How you doing today, Neo? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, How can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards we returned to our rooms. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Alright, we have free time. Who are we spending it with? Actually, I have a bunch of coins I have to go spend first. By the way, we have 2 days to go until disaster will strike, supposedly. You know what, real quick, I just want to see how the forest fire in Maine is doing. Yeah, so there's a wildfire broke out yesterday. Alright. I just wanted to look this up. Alright, the 2 wildfires that are going on. Here's an update from 5 hours ago. Greenville Fire and Lakeview Plantation Fires. District Ranger John Blackstone reports that the Greenville Fire is now at 35 acres and is 60% contained, no structures impacted and no injuries. Rangers are on scene supporting Greenville firefighters. He also reports that the fires in Lakeview are 80% contained at a total of 14 acres. All threatened structures have been protected. Rangers are on scene supporting Brownville and Milo firefighters, who provide contracted fire protection for Lakeview. I think, I don't think the fire will make it to Dover. So it sounds like they're getting them wrapped up. Yo, got a t-shirt. Band t-shirt. I don't think you can collect underwear in this one, Neo. I think it's a thing in the second one. You know what? I'll Google it. I will taint my search history with this question. You can collect their underwear in the third game. Oh, and you can get their you can get their underwear in the first game. What does Owie's underwear look like? What is up with Kyoko's? They look like they have a string on them. I really like Chihiro's. Kiyotaka would wear fucking whitey tighties. By the way, Jesus Christ. How do you get fucking underwear in this game? And it's not just the girls either, you can collect everybody's underwear. Slot machine, I lied. Oh, the school mode. You know, I kind of forgot about school mode. What a reward. Anyway, back to looking at the gifts I have and not looking at all of the various characters' underwears and trying to see how they fit into their personality. Who should I hang out with? Wow, it really was a band t-shirt. Is personality code for mouth? No. No, I was being sincere. I was saying, you know, how is their personality linked to the kind of underwear they wear? Aoi Asahina's underwear is plain white. Whereas Celestia Ludenberg's was black and lacy. How are their personalities different? Well, you know, obviously they're quite different, but, you know, I think you get what I'm saying now. Alright, I don't think Sky is available to be my magic bookman, so I have to do it myself today. I have an item that Asahina loves, so that determines it right there. So we have to go find where she is. Good luck to me finding out where she is. I never know where anyone is in this goddamn school. What item is it? The G-Sick watch? Is it a donut? She does love the donut, the flotation donut, but I don't have any of those right now. I'm gonna guess that she's probably on the top floor. Like the new floor. My favorite thing was that I scrolled down in the picture I was looking at because it showed characters from the second game, which I've played the beginning of, but I've never finished. And there's a character who doesn't wear underwear. And so his underwear icon was just a picture of see-through underwear, as it, like, the sprite was just clear. I went right where she was.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, you have to endure. Endure, endure.
Well...
That's a quote from the famous marathon runner Samuel Wanjiro. Not every person's endurance has a limit. Should I talk to Hina for a while? Yeah, especially since she's talking about endurance.
Yeah.
Want to do some endurance training? I think we need a change of pace, and when I think change of pace, I can only think 50 laps in the pool. I changed my pace with Hina in the pool. I'm sure we did something with Hina in the pool. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Yes. How thoughtful. This is why I like you, Makoto. Or, I mean, not not that kind of like. Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. So hungry.
Please!
Makoto, help me. I'm hungry. What am I supposed to do? I need food. Anything. I don't care if it's a stack of paper. Need food. Why don't you just eat some more donuts?
Just a second!
I can't. That's my secret weapon for emergencies only. If I kept gorging on something with that many calories, I'd get fat in no time. So even she cares about that kind of thing. Well, she is an athlete.
But...
Besides, I don't want anything sugary right now. I want a salty snack. Like potato chips? Like ramen. How is that a snack?
You got it all wrong!
Huh? How is it not? Speaking of which, what's your favorite kind of ramen? Shoyu, without a doubt.
You got it!
Ah, good choice. Definitely the most refreshing option. What about you, Hina? You're worried about calories and all, so...
Okay.
I'm a pork-tastic tonkatsu girl, through and through. Or you don't care about calories at all. The key element of any tonkatsu ramen is the butter and the extra fat. So you're okay with all that oil? Ugh, talking about it just made me even hungrier. Ugh. Ugh, Colonel. Maybe it's time. Maybe I can make it to the dining hall. Are you sure, though? I mean, a bowl of ramen has way more calories than a donut.
What is this?
Who says stuff like that? Are you a real man or aren't you? What, are you afraid? Afraid of ramen? You're pathetic, Makoto. I'm ashamed to know you. Are you still Hina?
Just a second.
Shut up, get out of my way. I'm gonna show you what a real man looks like. Or are you gonna stand in my way and suffer the fist-based consequences? No, I have no intention of getting in your way.
Okay.
Then don't. If I don't do this now, when am I ever gonna get another chance? Crying out like a starving raven, Hina ran off at a dangerous clip toward the kitchen. When it comes to food, Hina is terrifying. You just unlocked the skill Extraordinary Focus. Finally. I learned my lesson and made my way back to my room. Feel even worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead, and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Alright, time to figure out who we spent time with yet again. Alright, well I have nothing left that Asahina loves, so let's move on to another character. Ah, man, having to do this myself. Jesus. Don't have that. Hold on, I actually think I do have something he loves. Alright. We're going to see Byakuya. The underpants gnomes demand more offerings. What are those gnomes from South Park that live in your wall? That's what you're referencing? Okay. It's very rare for me to get a South Park reference. I think I am familiar with them because of the first game, though. Because you get shrunk by them or something, and you have to do a boss battle on your parents' bed while they're fucking. Something like that. Something about playing dodgeballs. Well, there's a quick time event where you have to dodge your dad's sack. Yeah, it's the first game, yeah. That, I was, you know, I'm not sure how they managed to get a scene like that into a video game. Because, like, yeah, God of War had, like, sex minigames in it, but they never showed... The most video games typically show is tits, right? And nothing more... Nothing more than that, typically. South Park, the game, I remember having a very graphic sex scene. That was also a boss battle. Are you aware that there's a whole game industry for smut? Yeah, I am, but here's the thing, Neo. Typically those games are rated adults only, and not M for mature. Adults only games are rated 18+, whereas M for mature is 17+. It's a very, very fine line. I guess I can safely say I have not checked a game's rating since high school. Well, I usually don't care either, I'm just pointing out that it's interesting that that scene was in that South Park game, but they still managed to get an M rating. Whereas a scene less depictious of that was found in the code of GTA San Andreas. And they bumped that game up to an AO rating for a little while. Until Rockstar re-released it with the code for that scene deleted. The rating system is broken, is what I'm trying to say. And this isn't the first time I've talked about this on stream. I mean, most games on Steam don't even have ESRB ratings anymore. Have you noticed that? They only get ESRB rated if they make a release on console. So all those porn games on Steam are unrated. But they're still allowed to be sold. At least in America. I know foreign countries will handle that differently, like Australia or Japan. No, Neo, here's the thing, though. In Japan, okay, so a porn game on Steam can show full nudity, right? It can have as many dicks and vaginas in it as it wants. But in order for that same game to come out in Japan, that all has to be censored. So far I have found nobody. Everything's back to normal, just like with Sayaka and Taka. Monokuma's responsible, I'm sure. Yes, Neo. Uncensored nudity of genitalia is against the law in Japan. Uncensored pornography is illegal in Japan. Very illegal. So illegal, in fact, that the Yakuza got into the porn industry to make uncensored porn. And sell it underground. Anyway, I don't know how we got onto this subject. But the reality of the situation is, pornographic or not, genitalia is not allowed in Japanese media. Uncensored. There's a whole ass anime about this. Now that I think about it. I need to get off this subject now. Where the fuck is anybody, ever? Who are you looking for? I'm looking for Byakuya. Found him. Scurrying around again, huh? Looking at you makes me physically ill.
That's fine.
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Here, I got just the thing you want, dude.
I see.
Now this is a rare moment. Coming from a noble family, I've never been exposed to such vulgarity. Interesting. I think I'll keep it. Seeing Byakuya so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy. Listen, Makoto, I wanted to ask you something. What could Byakuya want to talk to me about? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, sure, what's up? You know, only a chosen few, perhaps 1% of us, are able to succeed in life.
So, in other words...
For the other 99%, their dreams never come true. Some never even have a dream in the first place. Spending every waking hour toiling to scrape together a meager living, just barely getting by.
What?
I just don't understand. Is there any meaning to a life like that? Why are you asking me? Because you're part of that 99%, of course. Why did you even feel the need to ask? I knew he was going to insult me somehow. Up until now, I've never been around anyone like that, so I'm interested. So tell me, how does it feel to live a life without hope? Without potential or ambition or dreams? Come on! I don't have ambition or dreams. I've never felt that way about myself. I mean, sure, maybe I'll never be as rich as you or anything, but do you have to go around saying that to everyone? Can you only be happy if by being better than others? Your complaints are as old and tired as a third-rate pop song from any generation. And yet those are the words of the 99%. That is how you find comfort in your tiny, cold little world. Stop saying stuff like that. Sorry, I can't not speak the truth. No matter how much you push and struggle, people like you will never be in a position to change the world. You could all disappear tomorrow and nothing would change. Your existence is of no consequence. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter. Even if you live a totally normal, unimportant life, you can still find happiness in that. If I can live a life that I'm satisfied with, that's all that matters. If I spent all my time comparing my life to other people's, I'd never be happy. Sure, maybe you can do that. You were guaranteed success from the day you were born, so... Hold it. From the day I was born? You have no idea. You don't have a clue what you're talking about. What?
What?
Those who are chosen from birth have no concept of what that truly means. I have gone to battle and emerged victorious. That is why I am the chosen. What are you talking about? You're spoiled, all of you. Running away into a world of self-indulgence. Battle, competition, rivalry. You run away from it all. That is why the 99% walk the path that they do.
Such ignorance.
Good God, your absolute lack of understanding makes me want to weep. After showing a surprising amount of emotion, Byakuya quickly made his exit. What the heck got into him? He was acting totally normal up until I said something about being guaranteed success from the day he was born. I wonder why that set him off. Byakuya's report card has been updated. Envious influence. Alright. I couldn't stop thinking about Byakuya while I went back to my room. I'm getting the chills. I feel kinda dizzy. I can't help it, I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. Makoto can now manipulate people like Byakuya. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness. Which is all to say... he's fever dreaming with his eyes open. I was restless. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. It's...
I understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Huh? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
My dream just now. What? So strange.
Makoto, where's your other hand? What are you doing with that other hand, buddy?
Huh? Kyoko? What did you say?
Strange. Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy. Days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Ugh. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. Ugh. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up. The rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy. It all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught, either. It was also the dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remembered last night. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then... all of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? She just wanted to give you her underwear, bro. Is there any way to confirm if that really was a dream or not? Open the desk drawer and... Huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... the knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. Then I can talk to everyone else about it. Whew. We're gonna save this in a bit and swap over to Ghost of Tsushima. I also need to grab a drink refill here in a second.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto, sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. Why are only you here? You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night? Worried?
Cause, I mean...
Yeah, right after nighttime hit. We all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would wanna, you know. So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. Why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else. Then they can tell you all about it. So, is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up. I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about this whole part. There he is.
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
This is worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once.
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night, like while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hino said, everyone was there besides Kyoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was... What the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's never been phased.
Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fella lying around, then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began. But still, Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius. A chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we're taking him apart. So if he didn't break down,
in other words,
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master, they ran away in terror.
Could it be?
Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who is that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the same exact thing every day, right? Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found something. What is it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. Motion sensor for Sirius! I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're so not fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean!
Hey, come on, the century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not gonna do anyone any good. Oh yeah, good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hiro put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at this point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before, being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto. Huh?
Hey.
Don't, us? Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. We're saying since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself.
What the heck?
Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right, I'll go with you.
It's all clear.
Okay then, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, Master. To all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this! I'm a man and I can do this! I've got the will of the entire universe on my side! We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the fourth floor of the school. Things are getting snussy. That's not right at all. What are you, paralyzed with fear? Gonna fly back to the chicken coop?
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us, so we're definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end. We finally reached the climax! So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all.
Let's go.
This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say... We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there...
So, in other words...
Then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but...
What?
We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. So beautiful.
I mean...
For serious!
What the heck?
You don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
Actually...
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed.
Oh, so then...
Oh yeah, the pickaxe!
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay. Go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself?
Naturally.
Surely you look like you have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah. You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. With that, Toko ran off loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flubbus. No. I'm totally flabag, flap, staff... Fap sauce? Gross, where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill, where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appeared.
Hello, hello! It's the Wonder-Furious, Murder-Furious Fiend, here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe. Seeping imbecile. Oh, Master, you wound me with your executive level barbs. Bush. Ah, here comes the bloody nose. Seriously though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that what you need. Good for the old memory factory. I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes, yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Alright, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery.
Have you reached that certain age?
Yep, now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You've gotta be kidding!
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What? What did you find? Corpse.
You SOB!
Did you hear me? I said corpse. A corpse.
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden.
What did you say?
Well then, before we entered the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. And that would be why Toko swapped. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone lying on the ground, with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife, buried in their stomach, up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead? For sure, but... Who is it?
Danganronpa.
Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told ya, there's a corpse hanging out here.
No way!
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body?
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. Byakuya has left me in charge of searching. The first thing I want to do is take the mask off. We need to find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Why are they wearing such sexy boots? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl, at least. Huh? How can you tell?
Well...
I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. And the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then could it be... Okay, then. Let's just tear the mask clean off.
Come on.
Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask, and in the next instant, there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It 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 blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then...
Come on.
Hurry up! Put out the fire! As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it! Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. Died down, leaving behind only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. But what the hell, man? Is this the fire that burns in Makoto's heart? If that body was Aoi's, yes, but no. It exploded.
What What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body...
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we gonna find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko! Kyoko? Then the dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down, I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words...
The mastermind. What?
What?
The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got charbroiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? Doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. Seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
You said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of it. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt in my mind.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics. In the phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl, Mukuro. And she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Well, we're not going to be able to use dental records. Byakuya. My dentals are on record, by the way. Hey, wait.
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko.
What?
Oh yeah, she got totally blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Did you torch the archives? Nah. When I was in elementary school, police came to the school one day and took dental records and fingerprints of all the students. And they recorded short videos of us while they interviewed each of us. All of that stuff is on record somewhere. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm not joking. They interviewed us and recorded the interviews on videotapes. They took down all of our fingerprints, each, and saved them in a file. And they took our dental records. We had to bite into this stuff that left our teeth imprinted. Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. I gotta hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? Right now I have to focus on the body. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko after all. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So...
I stole this. A key? Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? Oh, I think I just read that as the wrong character. It's fine. So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean...
So in other words...
The biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. We're Byakuya's gopher. The biolab was definitely locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. When I went to insert the key I'd found in the garden into the keyhole, the key isn't even close to fitting, which means the key doesn't go to this room. Damn, I wanted to know what was in the raw room. Where else were there locked doors? Headmaster's room, right? The headmaster's room was locked before. Okay, let's give it a shot. The key won't go in. I guess that means the key doesn't go to this door. Then there was this room. It fits! Then this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. Guess all that running around paid off. Have to go tell everyone else. I immediately headed back to the garden. So, you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. And we can get into the data center now.
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have the key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. If I had to guess Byakuyo's line of reason here, we are the ultimate lucky student. I reached out and put my hand on the door. I closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was... strange. You could also say nothing happened because we are the ultimate lucky student. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. What? Hey, that's... Hero extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. Surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school fed back into this room. And they're displayed here on these monitors. Wrong voice, wow.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is...
It's all clear.
The Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind. Alright, Byakuya, you might be jumping to conclusions here. Then the mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. I think he's getting his hopes up a little bit. For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because I mean that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it that... But if the mastermind is really dead... That means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? Well, what about the exit? If the mastermind is truly dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So, you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered.
But...
Why is it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done it?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind. Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. There's nothing showing up on this one. Huh? Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning, Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Yeah, wait, we can watch TV. Let's do it. Come on.
You know?
Oh, you're all starved for info on the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? This door's kind of creepy and it's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use that key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it, but worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right, the mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. So, you think you can fix the TV?
You know?
Just a little longer. What, you really want to watch TV that bad? Another Saturday morning kid here.
What's your problem?
Hurry up and find something for Master. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Jeez, I can't believe how many monitors there are. My eyes are flickering as fast as they are. Why was the mastermind murdered? To figure that out, we need to find out the identity and purpose of the mastermind. Excuse me.
Okay.
Hey, you still don't have the TV fixed? Just give me some time, okay? I gotta make sure we can drive Spaceship Earth safely. I think I know what you're trying to say, but I also think I have no idea. There's really a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership?
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all of you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on. Then do it. Friggin' idiot, mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it? Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh? That's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't even hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hero went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick?
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid!
What?
Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope, and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going.
Let me out of here!
No, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, what does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Whew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just have to get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I guess I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
But what does that mean? It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Don't you? You're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire... Okay, same line. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this? It can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries? Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show. The best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
yes indeed.
Huh? But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh, there's the little business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial? Do you mean...
It's the Monokuma file.
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait.
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think, took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her. So it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this? I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? It's always tough losing your first crush. Yeah. Also, I was originally going to do Ghost of Tsushima today, but I'm going to be real with you, I'm kind of tired. So I think we're just going to play this until we get to the trial, and then save it. And call it for today. Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh, but you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Holy shit, I forgot about this song. I forgot about this music. Also, There probably is going to be a bonus stream tomorrow. It'll probably be around 4, so we can still hang out on the Discord, but I think I'm going to play some Cold Deca tomorrow. I'm also going to go mix myself a drink real quick. So I'll be right back. Enjoy some electric guitar. Okay, I'm back. I got myself a mixed drink. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through their body. They'd also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. Man, this remix of the investigation theme is fucking amazing. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. Check her underwear. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Right. But usually what you do is investigate and then get led around by Kyoko a little bit. This time you have to do it by yourself, like a big boy. Hold on, I'm just checking something real quick. Okay. Makoto is a big boy now. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife, it looks really familiar. Wait, is this... That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because... when they attacked, I was in a kind of trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. Seem like they'd get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but... looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it. Which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. Nothing strange about that, right? Listen, Makoto. Do you remember how the body looked? You know, before it blew up. If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That's a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. So, who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Let me check the chicken coop. I remember there was some chickens in the chicken coop. There's only 4 now. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there was precisely 5! Yeah, right? Huh? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. When it disappeared...
But...
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there was definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? The chicken did it. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and...
Serious?
Oh, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. When I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting, next Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Ah, now that you mention it, I think you're right. I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. That's a pretty small job. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi?
In other words...
Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone, so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime. after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to go get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door. So where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. The only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? Anything else to check here? This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. Let's check the tool shed. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. It was covering the body. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area. But I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kyoko. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true... Was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have to have a choice. I have to see if you'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya. If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later, at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect, after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then, will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Goodbye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you. Or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay, then in the meantime, I should go look around somewhere else. Maybe I should check out that one area. Alright, time to go check out the gym. Damn it, we can't get into Kyoko's room yet. And if Byakuya is there with us, we won't be able to look for the treasure anyway. There's still one place I need to check. Oh yeah, the gym. Man, I'm tired. Excuse me. Monokuma's lying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. A bomb? A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Yeah, so expect a bonus stream tomorrow around 4. And we'll see if we can get through Disc 2 of Kodelka. May even make it through Disc 3. I don't think I'll beat Disc 2 and 3 in 3 hours. But we'll see. So you know what's crazy? Yesterday, the day after we played Kodelka, I see a news article about Shadow Hearts potentially being added to the PlayStation Plus premium service. One day after I discover the series, there's a news article about it on my feed. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. I can't unlock it myself, I need to ask Byakuya. God, I have to ask him every step of the way? Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room. Oh, we can't check the dresser? God damn it. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. It doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think we might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo. Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. You don't want to just take the key and go?
It's certainly...
Alright, I'll just check her bed. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Oof. Makoto, I assure you, she would not hesitate to investigate your bathroom.
What?
You wanted to come here, right? So what is it you're looking for? Nothing in particular, I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. Wow, time to remember this. What a time. Huh? What's this?
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets, what could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but I lifted up the sheets. What are these stains? What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuru Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuru Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room along with the key. God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you, it was a key and... that's it! This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name Mukuru Ikusaba. Sex female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. The ultimate soldier, huh? In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The ultimate soldier. A mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in. It's like a completely different dimension. It's like non-fiction, and one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person. But then...
I I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get their job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Whoa, I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh, you found her profile. So what if I did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to the organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well.
Of course!
Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding, you say?
in other words...
That's right. There weren't actually 15 of you.
Indeed.
The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16 then.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of the school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously?
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out, all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Okay. Thanks, Monokuma. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... the tattoo... Wait, but no, Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars? Which means... those fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma is trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case.
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she is the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer. She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of the way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words...
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. Makes more sense, then, to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap? They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion? That's what makes sense to me. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible, but if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo really are connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? Okay, hold on. I gotta go turn my AC on real quick. I'll be right back. How does it get that hot so far north? What do you mean? It's 91 degrees right now. Oh, I wish it did. I wish it did. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys, just like at those super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and... the locker eagerly accepted the key, and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
If it is, that means it must surely be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker were hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do some more research on Fenrir. Fenrir, you mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand, and went straight to a shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly turned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Quite easily, I should add. I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sky Knight, I can visualize my left and right hands in my mind. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are a part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right, it said Fenrir is the Wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... It means the body is 100% definitely Mukuro.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial! So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later!
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Wait, I just read all of that as Byakuya, didn't I? When I'm tired, I have a hard time swapping characters. When I'm tired, I tend to just do the voice of whatever character is on screen. Or everyone becomes Byakuya, one or the other. Whoa! Byakuya and Makoto showed up together! Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? It's, you know, Byakuya has spent quite a bit of time in this game investigating alongside Makoto, if you think about it. Like, more than most characters. Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you?
Huh?
What, are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again. What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or... Or what?
What?
Jesus! Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait.
In other words...
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here, now can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we all heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey.
I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive! No! That's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay that there's no particular penalty for being late?
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko. So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Thank God, I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right, now we've got to deal with a ghost! I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long?
But...
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
So... I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down. Just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes
Wrong.
to? Actually, to be precise, not
In other
quite.
words,
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What?
Just a second.
Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma!
Makoto.
We can go over all the details after we get through the trial, okay, Mokoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. This time the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. Oh yeah, the elevator looks super empty. Until the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse jump into the elevator and start shooting at us all. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened. Oh, I read that. Wow. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Ah, I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show! And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly clash trial, a Dudley dilemma. I've made that joke every time so far. Alright. We're saving it here for now. But we made it through a whole chapter, pretty much. I mean, we're at the trial. Like I said, I'm canceling Ghost of Tsushima because I'm tired. Oh, so that's gonna conclude the stream for today. Thanks for watching. Danganronpa will return next Saturday. I'm sorry, Neo. I don't think you were here when I canceled it, but it was like an hour ago or better. I'm gonna relax. Time to Amazon Prime now. View some Monster. Yeah, you know, if you really wanted to buy me some Monster on Amazon Prime, I would be thrilled, to be honest. Anyway, good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. If you really want me to repost the wish list, I can. I should have pinned it when I posted it the first time.